So have you ever felt like your morning routine is not enough as a young entrepreneur? You feel like you might be doing too much, you might be doing too little, and you just are lost. Well, I am going to give you my productive morning routine for my success that I do for productivity. So watch the whole thing, stay till the end, and I'm going to get right into it. So I used to have this cute little self-improvement routine, morning routine of like, oh, meditating 15 minutes and then, oh, cold shower. And then I go and journal. But really, I was just procrastinating. I was procrastinating the time. I was procrastinating the work that actually needed to be done, which was recording videos, scripting, working on coaching, courses, all these things. And so I needed to change it up. And this is what I did. So here is the first thing. Wake up early from either 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. It can be either one, or it can be anything in between there, but it has to be in between 5 and 7 typically, because that's when the whole world is asleep and you have zero distractions and you can simply just focus and work. So once you get up, this is going to at least set the tone, because you're like, oh, waking up early and now I need to work. Like this is how my brain works. This is how I roll. And then it just becomes rhythm. It becomes a habit of waking up early and actually getting work done. So that is what you need to do actually after you wake up, is get hard work done. It can be whatever. Like if you are an editor, maybe edit videos, because that might be the main task that you need to do and it might be the hardest task. But whatever the hardest task is for you, you need to get done right away. So for instance, this morning, I did not want to make thumbnails. Thumbnails are something, I just don't like making them. But I knew that I needed to do it. So even though it was hard, even though it might have not been the most productive work, it was the hardest work for me personally for this morning, for this day. So I got it done. And yeah, it took me longer than maybe it would for other people. But since I did that, it makes everything else easier. It made recording these videos easier because it's out of the way. I don't have to think about it. So get the hardest work done right away. Don't even brush your teeth, bro. Like, I don't brush my teeth until I get the hardest work done. That's how serious I take this, because I don't want to mess up my rhythm. So after the hardest work, what I usually do is make morning coffee. And I don't put any sugar in it. I don't put any creamers in it. It's pure black coffee. Actually, what I do is I mix my creatine with it, but I don't put anything else in. Pure black coffee. You can add creatine. I don't know. It just works well for me for some reason. But what caffeine does is it helps you focus. Like basically, I don't know the science behind it. I should have done research, but what it does is it helps you not have as many thoughts in your brains, from what I've noticed personally. And that is going to really help you with your productivity and getting work done. Plus, it just kind of feels nice. It's kind of ego fulfilling, like, drinking your coffee while you're working on your business, like it feels good. Now, I hope none of you are taking energy drinks, but that does not count as for your caffeine. Like, yeah, it's going to help you focus, but bro, energy drinks are so bad for you. Like the pros are not nearly good enough for the cons. Like this stuff causes cancer. You do not want to be taking energy drinks every morning to help you focus. Now, I will say I am addicted to coffee now. But I think it's personally worth it because, for one, coffee is pretty healthy. Like, there aren't too many health negatives to it. But but I think it's worth it for the productivity, for the focus. And I know I this is coming from my addicted brain, but I like the taste. So yeah, that's just me. And if you don't want to take coffee, I respect it, but it will help you focus. So the last thing I do in the morning is learn. So if you are an entrepreneur, you always need to be learning. You can't take a break from learning because there's always little things you can improve. There's always little things you can optimize. And there's always things changing in the game that you need to know about. So you need to always be learning, whether that's a course, whether that's a YouTube video, maybe it's reading a book, but you need to learn 30 minutes every day, no matter what. And I personally just do this in the morning to get it out of the way so I can enjoy my day and go to the gym, hang out with friends if I have time. So all these things. And if you're not an entrepreneur, research how to start a business. Research how to get a good career if that's what you want. You need to be learning, even if it's not in school, because let me tell you something. Learning is a lot more fun when you're not forced to do it. When you want to learn, it's so much fun. But when you learn at school, like, you're forced to learn. So it's not as fun. So that is my 3-step morning routine for productivity. So step 1 is wake up and just get the work done, get the hardest part of the day done, because that way it's over with. Then it's morning coffee for focus. And then actually after morning coffee, I will say I usually do a little bit more work, but after that, then you're gonna learn. So I hope I helped you in this video, and I hope that you take some of this advice because it's really helped me with my productivity and my business journey and my entrepreneurship journey. So real quick, before I head off, I want you to check out my Discord where we can talk about business, we can talk about entrepreneurship, productivity, and that's what I want to gear it towards. So if you are an entrepreneur, specifically a young entrepreneur, please join that because that is the right spot for you. But with that said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.